right, so I am talking to Keith, the proud owner of a 20. Yes, it's not a 2016. Let's go back 100 years. 1916 Model T. Yes,
Touring car.
Touring car.
Right.
Now, what's the difference between a touring car and just a regular Model T?
Well, a regular Model T, they had different body styles.
Okay.
They had a Roadster, which was just a little two-seater. They had the, depending upon the year, the touring car, which was the most popular because you could carry 5 people in it. Along about 1915, they came out with their first closed car, which they called the Doctor's Coupe. But they were more expensive. So the touring car was the most popular because it could carry the most folks, and it was the second least expensive. The Roadster was the least expensive. This particular car, being 1916, is what's called the last of the brass Fords, last of the antique cars. Essentially, the car stayed somewhat similar over the years. In other words, it has the same engine and same transmission, but there were other subtle changes. The fenders got rounded a little bit from the earlier cars, which were straight.
I've heard you, and I've actually interviewed 3 people that have the Model series, the Model T, Model A series. And I understand that these are wooden wheels, so top speed in this car, in this vehicle is not that fast. And I notice you have a sign here that says, "Caution, slow moving vehicle." How safe do you feel on going a certain speed? Is it 20, 25 miles or so? 25,
Well,
30
yeah,
miles?
25 to 30 is just a comfortable cruising speed. The engine's not working too hard. And if you want to push it up to about 35, you could do that without too much difficulty.
So let's take a look at this car.
Sure.
And he's parked next to mine, and we just struck up a conversation. So let me get my bottle out the way. Okay, so let's take a look at it. Which way we want to go?
Oh, any way you like.
Well, I tell you, your car has been the steal of the show because everybody is just coming right to it, and it's beautiful.
Here's
I know
my gas.
that's your gas.
That's my gas gauge.
Yeah, how much gas you have in there?
It's a 10-gallon tank.
Right.
It's under the front seat.
Right.
There are no gauges on this car. There's no fuel pump. There's no oil pump. There's no dipstick. There's no generator. I mean, it's just basic.
Just a basic car. So you can put 4 in here comfortably.
Well, they say 5, but they got to be.
They got to be thin.
Well, people were smaller, I guess, then. But typically they advertised as 5. You know, the back seat's a little bit bigger than the front seat, so you'd have 3 in the back. And all the old-time photos will show like 3 people back there, and then 2 in the front. Now, here, this is what's called the coil box. And in the coil box, there's a wooden coil that amps up or increases the voltage that comes off of the magnets that are on the flywheel. Okay, and each cylinder is fed by a coil. Pedals, this pedal on the far right is the brake pedal. There are no brakes on the car per se. There's an emergency brake that you pull to start the car so it won't run over you. And this brake is actually on a drum on the engine, so it grabs a hold of the engine. And the idea being that the engine stops, then the car will stop.
Right.
The middle pedal is the reverse, and the far right pedal is what's called the high-low pedal.
Okay.
You push it down for low, and you release it, it'll go to high gear, provided this lever is in a forward position. Right now it's in the parking brake position because we're parked in the parking lot.
How long did it take you to get the driving down on this? I mean, it sounds like it's a tough go, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it's different. It's not that hard once you get used to it, like most anything else, but I pretty much taught myself. A friend of mine did have one, and he took me for a ride once, so that helped a lot. But I had never driven it. Now the levers, okay, there's 2 levers up here.
Okay.
The one on the far side is what controls the timer or the commutator. And what basically that is compares to today's car, unlike yours, which I'm sure you don't have, is a distributor.
No, we don't have a distributor.
You don't have a distributor.
We don't have a distributor.
Well, the other cars, the other cars had distributors. Well, this is before that time, and this is actually a manual control. So you're controlling the spark advance and retard. And this is the throttle.
So we have people around. I think they want to talk to you, but I just want to get a shot of this real quick. So is this
It's a 20 horsepower
4-cylinder?
engine, 4-cylinder.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, I would have absolutely loved to ride.
Wow. That is very, very nice. I mean, you have kept this car in mint condition.
Well, it was restored. It wasn't exactly in mint.
And little do the viewers know, one guy was so interested, he wanted that. He said, "I want to buy your car. I just want to know how much it is." I think he was trying to get you to say, okay, you know, how much you asking for. You know, he didn't really want to commit, but he was staring at it.
He wanted to be adopted. He wanted to be adopted so I could will it to him.
That's right. Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
This is such a joy, and again, good luck to you. This is very, very nice.
Well, thank you very much. It was a labor of love.